Hello everyone, Richard here, and today we're going to step away from my usual content and do a quick update and question and answer video. The questions will be pulled from recent videos, the YouTube community, and Twitter. But before we go into the questions, we will first discuss some changes to the channel and what to look forward to. First and foremost is that there will be live streams back on a regular schedule. Unfortunately, my work schedule for the past few months has been a little chaotic, and it was very difficult to do a stream at a consistent pace. Starting September 14th, we should see a return to a normal stream schedule, which will be posted in my YouTube community section. I'm going to try to do 2 streams a week and see where that puts me as far as time is concerned with making my regular content. Next, I do have an official Patreon page set up, which I have been advertising at the end of my videos. It will be linked in all of my video descriptions, at the end of my usual content, and on my channel page as well. So if you feel like throwing a little extra dosh my way, I would greatly appreciate it. The final quick announcement is going to be that I will be covering an additional game and hopefully branch out a little bit from the multiplayer FPS to get some diversity in my channel, which will be good for you the viewers and myself because it's pretty easy to get burnt out of these same 2 games. If you have an upcoming game you want me to play, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Believe it or not, I do read almost all of them. Moving on to Q&A, I do have a few rules and most of them revolve around specifics around my identity. As many of you know, I am in the Air Force, and believe it or not, there are people out there that like to hurt us, so for my safety, I'm going to be cautious or avoid questions that may be compromising. First question, and a common question at that, is who are your favorite YouTubers and what are your personal influences? My personal favorite is probably Ahoy and the late John Bain, more commonly known as Total Biscuit. TB actually was one of the people that really got me interested in being a video game YouTuber, and it was Ahoy who set the tone of my videos and my online presence. While I do like to have some fun in the comment sections or on Twitter, I think being professional and respectful has done me a lot of favors. I know being controversial is a great way to boost your notoriety, but it does have a tendency to backfire and bite the hand that feeds it. Plus, that's not really fitting to my personality, and I think YouTube will be better off with less cancerous content. Next question, what games do you like to play in your spare time besides the usual? Well, that depends, but I do play a lot of Wargame, Red Dragon, and recently Dead by Daylight. But I do have a rotating pool of games, including some classics like Command & Conquer. Next up, what are your computer specs? While not the top of the line anymore, I am running an i7-6700K, 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and an EVGA 1070. I am looking to upgrade when the new Turing architecture rolls out from NVIDIA, but until then, my system has been performing fantastically. The next question reads, what do you base your KF2 loadouts on, statistics, or what feels good? For my videos, I try to provide you with the best options statistically. These are usually based on the opinions of much better players than I, and some homegrown testing comparing different loadouts, combos, etc. Our next question is, what kept your drive to keep making videos about gaming? The answer for me is simple. I love games and I'm an addict for success. However, the rationale has been a long time in the making. For me, I really have to look around me and see that if I won't do it, someone else will. And in all honesty, I don't like taking second place in things I care about. That's not to say that I want to be the biggest YouTuber ever, but as they say, shoot for the moon. Next up, what is your field of study or occupation outside of YouTube? Well, for my occupation, I am obviously in the Air Force and I work on ICBMs, or intercontinental ballistic missiles. And for my field of study outside of that, my current declared major is psychology, but I plan on switching likely to a law program to eventually become a trial lawyer. I have considered being a consultation lawyer, but I think for me, the courtroom seems like a more fitting place, especially considering my argumentative nature. Our final question is, what made you choose game statistics and strategy over other types of content? I am personally an analytical person. I love looking at information and doing my best to come up with a summation and action plan based on said data. Am I always right? Well, of course not, but good analysts, or experts in general, shouldn't be shy of fumbles, and in most cases, mistakes are an excellent way to learn and develop if you have the stomach and mindset to grow from your shortcomings. Well, that wraps up our questions and the video as a whole. If you enjoyed this video and want to see me answer more questions, feel free to leave a like or a comment and let me know what questions you have. The next regular video should be coming out relatively soon, as well as more information on the next game I will be covering. Thank you all very much for watching, but until next time, happy hunting.